With the latest Brexit trade talks showing no major progress, the EPP Group says it wants close cooperation with the UK, but it has clear red lines and conditions for an agreement. With the clock ticking toward a hard Brexit at the end of the year and a potentially severe disruption in trade, the EPP says it won't vote for a deal at any cost.
There is room to still get a good deal by the end of the year. If we want to have a good deal for our citizens, for our businesses, it's now to act and not keep everything until late autumn. Late autumn will be too late because this parliament will have to give its consent, so the progress needs to be made now.
UK is trying to have the cake and eat it at the same time. That means that when you want to be a very important partner of the internal market, then you must accept a level playing field, of course, that the rules about environment, about standards and so on are the same. That's, of course, a position that is very difficult to find a compromise because you need two to tango. A hard Brexit is very negative, not only for Europe, but also for UK. And certainly when you look to some countries like Belgium, a hard deal will be very, very negative for our companies, for our workers, and so on. Dus we do everything to reach an agreement. But we also be realistic that when there is no possibility to find a compromise that is acceptable for us, for the EU, then we have, of course, Plan B, and Plan B is no deal, a hard Brexit.
If there would be companies producing under different environmental standards, social standards, fiscal standards, that would be an unfair competition to our producers. For us, this is unacceptable, especially if we go for a zero tariff, zero quota agreement that everybody wants to, that we signed up to, then we have to meet the same standards as well. We will not do a deal at any cost. That has to be clear, and the EPP is working firstly to have a solid majority in the European Parliament, but secondly as well to give out our clear messages to the UK and as well to the European Commission and its negotiating teams. What are our red lines? What is needed for the citizens? What is needed to protect the internal market, to protect our small and medium enterprises? And we will only give consent if we get these guarantees accordingly.
We want to defend our internal market, we want to defend our standards, and we want to defend our way of life.